we go. This is the pump I cycle with. This is the Lezyne micro floor pump, or what they call the micro floor drive HP. So this is the pump I always ride with. It says ABS air bleed system equipped. There we go. So this is the pump that I always use all the time. So if I take off the top here, you see this is the rubber, the hosing that goes on top. There we go. Normally it's not really that hard to take off, because I'm doing it one-handedly, a bit kind of awkward. So I'll take it off in a bit. So this part here, as you see, it comes off. So if I loosen it a bit, from the top should be easier. I think it's because I'm holding it between my legs why it isn't so hard to come off. Let's see, there we go. Take it off. Now this is the actual pump that you're looking at. The reason I like about this pump as well, so there you go, that's fully extended. That's the pump. That's fully extended. As you see, if I hold on to it, like that. Now, bring this pump back to me. If I get to this part here, as you can see, it says, what does it say on it? It says Presta. That's what I'm using. Presta's down there. Shrider's up here. So once I screw this off, now in here, that's where it screws into, so it's nice and secure. They have this is like a 4mm bolt. This is where it tightens this up, because sometimes it may get loose. If it gets a little bit loose, you put the Allen key in there and you lock it up. Or if anything, I don't know, maybe I might use thread locking there, or thread tight. Sometimes this one may come a little bit loose, so you put the Allen key in there, you tighten it up, or hex key. Now this is the bottom part. So because this is this is just aluminium, so as you can see that when you put it down on the floor, it does take micro damages. They should have made this part steel, that part over there steel, and the bottom part at least steel. But well, it's what it is. So this part here is your kickstand. So when you want to pump up your bike, you do this. So there you go, that's your kickstand. Now you get your pump up, down, or say down, up, down, up, down. There you go. So this is how it looks like. That's your kickstand. And from experience, even when you pump your tires up to 60 psi, there is no you don't really feel no resistance. It's just very easy. It's very easy to pump, because this is just practically a mini floor pump. The main reason why I bought this, because I needed a pump where it pumps very easy, and I didn't want to keep doing all that hard pumping, because when I used to get the bike to 30 psi, I used to have the specialized windpipe, where it did Schrader, press the valve, and it was a suspension pump built into one. So it had two parts. So one part was for pump up the tire. Then there's a clip part where you turn in, and you undo the other top part, and it's for the shock pump. It's got the air release, everything. It used to be a really, really good pump. But then again, I just needed to make sure I upgraded, because when you're running on a bike what uses like 29-inch tires, there's more air that you have to be putting into the tire. And I just want to be able to get these Think by a Bike pumped up, and I'm ready to go. So this, what you see here, is the, I think it's upside down. Here you go. This says these are the bars that it shows you. It's kind of hard to show, because I think most numbers come off. That says 20, that says no, sorry, 246. This says 8 bars. However, where the little mistake happened is that when I bought this pump, they said, listed on the website, that this is the one what did 160, because this is the micro floor drive HP. There's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120 psi. Really and truly, the one that was meant to sell me goes up to 160. However, you take a look carefully, where is the 140 and the 160 mark? Meaning I'm going to have to use my imagination and pump it up to, not where that coil is, but to where that coil is, where you see where the end starts. That will be where the 160 would be. So the one that they sold me was 120, where the one I paid for was meant to be a 160. But then again, I don't really mind anyway. Next thing you got to remember, sometimes this may come loose. So always make sure this is nice and tight. So you tighten it by just hand turning it and you're good to go. The kickstand's stable. It hasn't gone wobbling me just yet. It still works. At the bottom here, you got this part. Let's see. It's gonna be kind of hard because I've got the phone in one hand. Just trying to see, can I turn this off? Hold up. There we go. Now if you do this, for example, keep turning, there you go. Now you have your prester. You're looking there, that's the prester. This is the part what you press release the air. You got your Schrader valve over there. Of course, there's something else that they have. And you go into my bag and find it. Hold on. Let me just quickly find this. While I'm looking at that, hold on. Let me go to my bag. I think I went into the wrong department of the bag. Let's see, is it the right department? Let me see. There it is. I have to go into this part. Okay. So that's that part there. Over here, you have this part. This is the one where you screw it on. You put it onto the Schrader, you pump, and it's a pull off. So the way how this one would work would be, let me see, because the air naturally flows. So I think it should screw into any side really. It just screws into this part here. You see here. It's kind of hard to do it because I've got one hand. But I think you get the whole idea. Something. Let me do this. I should have prepared well ahead before time. Does something like, let's see, something like, all I need to do is be able to feel it. There we go. It does something like that. It screws in like that, as you can see. And on this end, you get over here. And you screw here. And you get yourself something like that. Here you go. Now all I have to do is put up my pressure valve, pump, and pull off. Pretty amazing, right? So this pump you see here is the Lezyne. Let's correct this by the error what they sold me. This is the Lezyne microfloor drive HP 120 PS pump. This is not the 160 it was meant to sell me. This is 120. Okay, as it says 120 here. Now this is the pump. This is what I use. And the best thing about this pump is very effective. You don't have to worry about straining pump up your tires. You could be at 80 psi and then you just be like this. This is why I really like this pump. And it's one of the main reasons why I bought it. There we go.